All right, there's been a serious lacking of Foo Fighters on my part on the channel, and so I'm going to give one of their most famous songs right now. And what I do recommend, oh my gosh, I was so blown away. I was watching the high def concert channel, and it was Foo Fighters live at Wembley Stadium, and they played this song, and it's one of the best rock performances because their use of the crowd and dynamics. I really recommend you checking it out. But anyway, what we need to do, most of their songs are in drop D. So I'm going to put my guitar into drop D so you can watch me do it. I go 1, 2, third string down to D string. And then I have to lower my E one step down to match up to it. So what I recommend you do, let that ring out. And then when you strum the top two strings here, they should sound like, like a power chord, like it's in tune. And the cool thing with drop D, now it just takes one finger to cover these top two strings and you get a power chord. That kind of thing. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to play our first finger on the A string on the 9th fret. And then I'm going to put my ring finger on the 11th fret of the D string. And then I'm going to have this open string too. So I have this cool little chord here. So I'm going to take da 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 da, something like that. Da 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 da. Okay, so far we have da 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 da. Then I'm going to take my first finger and I'm going to now cover it on the 9th fret of that top string, and usually I call it the E string. Now it's tuned down to D though. So now I'm playing the 9th fret, and the 11th fret. So the first one is with that string open. Then I cover it. Then I'm going to take this shape that I have and slide it down to where my first finger's on the 5th fret. Just like that. Right back to the 9th fret with the top string still covered. So we have this. First with it open, top string open. Here it is really slow. And that is the verse. But let's talk about when it's a little uneven. So let's talk about when it starts over, when the the little section's over and then it repeats. There's a little way to count it right there. So basically, we've been dealing with this verse, and it's. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and starts over. And then another thing, there's a second guitar part going on, and what you can do is, well, I'll just show it to you real quick. It's basically the notes would have ring finger on the 11th fret of the D string, and then first finger on the 9th fret of the G string, and you just. And then you're going to use your pinky to go down onto the 11th fret of that G string and back off like. but that's over the... Okay, let me show you what's going on there. We've got on the A string, first finger on the 4th fret to the 5th fret. Do, 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 7, 4, 5, 7, 9. So, and then so it's a little kind of slide to 10 back to 9. Immediately to a 1-finger power chord, which would just cover the 7th fret of the top 2 strings. But check it out, the timing. 1, 2, so it's only 1, 2, right back into it. So that's definitely uneven. Check it out. After that 3rd time, it goes into the chorus. But one other thing, we need our ring finger, and this is optional. You could do it that way if you're a beginner, but if you take your ring finger and put it a whole step higher, meaning skipping a fret and a string over. So in other words, that first one, if this is on the 4th fret of the A string, then my ring finger will be on the 6th fret of the G string, and then you mute the D string in between them, and you just keep that kind of shape locked in, and now you have what are called octaves. Right into the 9th fret, first finger covered on the top 2 strings, to the 5th fret, to open 2 strings. So. So the exact same thing, but then finally 7, 7th fret power chord to the 5th. To the tippy. Okay, so now here's that whole next section. Next one. Seven, 5. Cool, hope you enjoyed that and fulfilling the requests out there. There were a lot of requests for this one. And so just, thanks for being patient,